As we grow older, the landscape of our lives inevitably changes. What was once a routine of bustling activity, constant interaction, and a network of friends and family may transform into a quieter, more solitary existence. While the freedom of living independently can be liberating, it can also lead to the creeping sense of isolation, neglect of health, and the subtle erosion of safety and well-being. However, it's important to understand that these challenges are not insurmountable. With intentional effort, small but powerful changes can transform your life and help you thrive as you grow older. In today's video, we will explore practical, life-enhancing strategies that not only help you survive, but truly thrive as you age. Whether it's creating a fulfilling daily routine, protecting your health, or transforming your home into a sanctuary, these points offer an opportunity to embrace a stronger, happier future. We'll cover the critical advice on staying connected to others, prioritizing your mental and physical health, and avoiding habits that weigh you down. We'll also explore the importance of financial preparedness and the need for emergency planning because peace of mind and stability are invaluable at every age. Stick with us through this discussion to discover how these simple shifts can protect your well-being, keep your spirit bright, and bring a deep sense of comfort and joy to your daily life. Let's uncover these timeless strategies together. Before we dive into these valuable lessons, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any future content. Your support means a lot to me, and if you enjoy this video, I would appreciate it if you could like and share it to spread the word. I'd also love to hear your thoughts. If you resonate with the topic, please comment 1, and if you feel there's room for improvement, comment 0. This helps me create better content for you. Now, let's begin. 1. The silent danger of isolation. One of the most profound challenges that older adults face is isolation. It creeps in subtly, often without warning, and before you know it, days blend into weeks, weeks into months. The vibrant connections you once had with friends, family, and community members start to fade, replaced by a sense of quiet loneliness. The loss of a spouse, the gradual departure of friends, and the slow retreat of children into their own lives can leave a person feeling like an outsider in their own world. Loneliness is not just an emotional experience, it's a physiological one. Research shows that chronic loneliness can lead to increased risks of health problems, including heart disease, high blood pressure, and a weakened immune system. This makes it even more important to recognize the impact that isolation can have on both your emotional and physical health. I've heard countless stories from older adults who, without realizing it, found themselves slipping into the silent trap of isolation. One woman, for example, shared her journey of becoming gradually more withdrawn after her children moved out of the house. Initially, she didn't feel the emptiness. She kept herself busy with her hobbies, gardening, and a few local outings. But as the months passed, the visits from her children became less frequent, and her phone calls with friends dwindled. She found herself staying home more often, not out of preference, but because it was easier than making the effort to reach out. The pain of loneliness began to settle in without her even noticing. It wasn't until she attended a community event, one she almost didn't go to, that she realized just how much she had been missing. It was a small local gathering at a nearby library, and though she almost backed out at the last minute, something compelled her to go. That evening, she met a woman named Rose who had a similar experience of losing touch with the world around her after her retirement. They instantly clicked. They started meeting for coffee once a week, talking about books, their children, and their shared experiences of aging. Soon after, they were joined by others, forming a small group that became her lifeline. This story is a beautiful reminder that meaningful connections are often just a step away. You don't have to wait for loneliness to overwhelm you. Take intentional steps to stay connected with others. Whether it's joining a social group, attending local events, or even engaging in virtual communities, these small actions can significantly improve your emotional well-being. Reaching out to others doesn't just fill time, it nurtures the soul, offering companionship, understanding, and the warmth of shared experience. Take, for instance, the practice of volunteering. One elderly woman I met shared that she began volunteering at a local shelter once a week. This act of giving not only gave her a sense of purpose, but it also connected her with other kind-hearted individuals who shared her passion for helping others. She often spoke about the joy that volunteering brought her, especially knowing that she was contributing to her community. These connections, both with the people she helped and her fellow volunteers, provided her with a renewed sense of fulfillment. Don't wait until loneliness becomes overwhelming. Reach out to others and stay connected. A phone call to a loved one, a regular neighborhood meetup, or simply taking a walk with a friend can make all the difference. Remember, life is too precious to allow isolation to take root. But 2, prioritizing your health, body, mind, and soul. As we age, taking care of our health becomes more important than ever. Unfortunately, when living alone, it can be easy to neglect our health routines. Without someone to remind us, we might skip medications, avoid doctor's appointments, or forget to stay active. But maintaining our health requires intentional action, especially when we are managing it ourselves. I recently spoke with an older gentleman who shared his experience of gradually letting his health slip away. At first, it was easy to justify skipping a walk or postponing a checkup. But over time, small neglects began to snowball into more significant health problems. He regretted not keeping up with his regular medical visits and admitted that he could have avoided a lot of discomfort if he had made his health a priority earlier. To prevent this from happening to you, consider setting daily reminders. Set alarms on your phone for things like taking your medication or scheduling a doctor's appointment. Keeping a calendar with health tasks can also be an excellent way to stay organized. Regular checkups, even for something as simple as a yearly physical, are vital. They help catch potential issues early and ensure that you're on track to live a long, healthy life. Exercise is another important pillar of health. It might seem challenging to maintain a fitness routine as you grow older, but even gentle activities like walking, stretching, or yoga can significantly benefit your physical and mental well-being. A friend of mine who is in her mid-70s starts each day with a short walk around the block. It's become part of her morning routine, and she's noticed significant improvements in her energy levels and mood since she started. Mental health is equally crucial during these years. The physical act of taking care of your body is essential, but so is nurturing your mind. Mental health challenges such as depression, anxiety, and stress can become more pronounced as we age, especially when living alone. It's easy to fall into the trap of toughing it out, but addressing mental health concerns head-on is critical. Consider speaking with a therapist or counselor if you feel overwhelmed, or simply reach out to friends and family when you need support. Opening up about how you're feeling can help you process emotions and gain perspective. Taking care of yourself, body, mind, and soul, is an act of love. Whether it's setting a morning routine of exercise, practicing mindfulness, or speaking to a therapist, prioritizing your health should be at the forefront of your efforts. Your well-being is the foundation for living a joyful and fulfilling life. 3. Safety. First, protecting your independence. While living independently is empowering, it also brings with it a need for proactive safety measures. As we get older, our bodies and minds change, and the risks we once managed with ease can become more significant. It's not just about avoiding accidents. It's about taking proactive steps to ensure that we remain safe, secure, and independent for as long as possible. One woman in her 80s shared her story of a frightening experience she had while cooking in her kitchen. She had a minor fall and couldn't reach her phone to call for help. She lay there for hours, feeling vulnerable and alone. Fortunately, she was able to recover, but the incident left a lasting impression. It prompted her to invest in a personal emergency response system, which gave her peace of mind knowing that help was always just a button away. Safety in the home goes beyond emergency systems. Simple modifications can make a huge difference in preventing accidents. Ensure that areas like hallways, stairways, and bathrooms are well lit to reduce the risk of falls. Installing grab bars in the bathroom and non-slip mats in the shower can provide extra security. Additionally, a security system, such as cameras or a trusted neighbor checking in periodically, can further enhance your sense of safety. Living alone doesn't mean you're isolated. It means you're in control. By taking steps to protect your health and safety, you maintain your independence and peace of mind. These precautions help you feel confident in your ability to care for yourself, ensuring that you can live independently without fear or anxiety. 4. Breaking unhealthy habits. Small steps toward big change. Living alone can sometimes lead to unhealthy habits that creep in unnoticed. When there's no one around to encourage healthier choices, it's easy to fall into routines that, while comforting in the moment, may negatively affect your long-term health. Overeating, avoiding exercise, or relying on alcohol to cope with loneliness can quickly become harmful habits. Take, for example, the story of an older woman who, after losing her spouse, found herself alone in a quiet house. Meals became solitary affairs, and she found herself turning to snacks for comfort while watching TV. At first, it felt harmless, a way to fill the silence. But soon, she realized the negative impact it had on her physical health, mood, and energy levels. She knew she needed to make a change. She decided to start small. Rather than trying to overhaul her entire routine, she focused on one thing at a time: meal planning. By cooking simple, nutritious meals, she not only improved her diet, but also regained a sense of purpose. Cooking became a new ritual that gave her something to look forward to, bringing structure back to her day. It's important to remember that no habit change happens overnight. Take small, manageable steps. Set achievable goals, like walking for 10 minutes each day, or preparing a healthy meal twice a week. These little changes can add up over time, and they'll not only improve your physical health, but also boost your emotional well-being. 5. Transforming your home. Creating a sanctuary. For many older adults, the family home is a place filled with memories. However, as time passes, maintaining a large house can become overwhelming. The demands of cleaning, upkeep, and the sheer size of the space can be physically taxing and emotionally draining. I once met a woman who, after her children moved out, found herself clinging to the home where she had raised them. Each room was filled with memories, birthdays, family gatherings, and the laughter of children. The thought of leaving this house behind felt like losing a piece of her past. But as the years went by, the physical effort to maintain such a large space began to wear her down. She couldn't keep up with the cleaning, the yard work, or the repairs. Eventually, she made the difficult decision to downsize. Moving to a smaller, more manageable home gave her a renewed sense of freedom. It was liberating to live in a space that was easier to care for, and she found comfort in knowing she could enjoy her home without feeling overwhelmed. The decision to downsize may be difficult, but for many, it brings a sense of peace and relief. Creating a home that is both comfortable and practical is essential as we age. Whether it's moving to a smaller space or making adjustments to your current home, these changes can reduce the stress of home maintenance and create a space that feels like a true sanctuary. The power of a purposeful home. Creating a space that nurtures for many people. Their home is much more than just a place to live. It's an extension of themselves. The home represents a sanctuary, a place where comfort and security come together to offer a sense of peace. As we age and potentially live alone, our homes can become even more significant, shaping how we experience our days. Yet, maintaining a home, especially when the children have moved away or a partner has passed, can become overwhelming. The house, which once thrived with laughter and activity, can begin to feel like a burden. The constant cleaning, upkeep, and repairs can feel like tasks that never end, leaving us mentally and physically drained. However, it's essential to recognize that your home doesn't have to become a source of stress or fatigue. Downsizing or simplifying your living situation can provide newfound energy and peace of mind. Letting go of unnecessary clutter or adjusting the space to fit your current needs can restore your well-being, allowing you to enjoy the things that truly matter. It's not about relinquishing memories, but rather embracing a lifestyle that feels more attuned to where you are in life. Downsizing doesn't have to be a sign of giving up. Instead, it can symbolize taking control and making thoughtful choices for your future. The emotional connection to our homes. Our homes hold our memories, birthdays celebrated, family gatherings, quiet moments, and milestones. These memories form the emotional foundation of our lives. It's natural to feel attached to the space where we've spent years building our lives, raising children, and creating traditions. But as we age, maintaining a large home can become physically demanding, and its upkeep may no longer be feasible or necessary. When we hold on too tightly to the past, we risk missing out on the present. Take, for instance, the experience of a woman who, after her children moved out, found herself in a large house that once felt full of love and activity. Over time, the house became a symbol of her transition to an empty nest. She struggled with the weight of maintaining a big space on her own. The constant cleaning, yard work, and repairs felt endless, and though the house was filled with memories, it had become a heavy responsibility rather than a joy. Eventually, she made the decision to downsize to a smaller home, one that better suited her needs and lifestyle. She found that this decision didn't mean letting go of her memories. Instead, it allowed her to let go of the burden of upkeep and reclaim her energy. By simplifying her living space, she created a more relaxed environment where she could focus on enjoying her days rather than feeling weighed down by chores. Downsizing is a deeply personal decision, and it's not one that should be taken lightly. For some, the idea of parting with a large family home can bring up feelings of sadness or fear of losing precious memories. Yet it's crucial to ask yourself, how does your current space serve you now? Does it enhance your life, or has it become a source of stress? A home that once suited a family's needs may no longer be the best environment for one person to thrive in. Consider whether your home still brings you joy, or if it has transformed into a daily reminder of what is no longer needed. Simplifying your space for peace of mind. If you find that your current living situation feels overwhelming, it may be time to evaluate how much space you truly need. Often, our homes are filled with possessions that no longer serve a purpose, contributing to a sense of clutter and disorganization. This clutter, while seemingly harmless, can silently drain your energy and add stress to your daily life. Living in an environment that feels cluttered or disorganized can affect your mood, create anxiety, and hinder your ability to relax and enjoy your surroundings. When we live alone, there's no one else to notice the growing piles of mail or the laundry that needs folding. Without someone else to help maintain the space, the clutter can accumulate quietly. The key to turning this around is to start small. Rather than feeling overwhelmed by the prospect of decluttering the entire house, focus on one area at a time. Begin with the high-traffic spaces, like the kitchen or living room, where clutter naturally builds up. Tidy up surfaces, clear out unnecessary items, and create designated spaces for the things you use most. You'll be surprised at how quickly these small changes can transform the atmosphere of your home, making it feel more organized and peaceful. Once you've tackled the areas that see the most use, you can move on to less frequented spaces, such as the attic or basement. The goal isn't perfection. It's creating a home that feels comfortable and functional. By simplifying your living situation, you allow yourself more freedom to focus on what matters most: your health, relationships, and enjoyment of life. Downsizing. The emotional liberation. Downsizing doesn't mean leaving behind cherished memories. It's about taking control of your living space and tailoring it to fit your current needs and future desires. When you downsize, you're not giving up. You're giving yourself permission to live more freely. A smaller space can be easier to clean, maintain, and manage, freeing up more time for the things you love. The energy you save from dealing with less clutter and fewer chores can be channeled into hobbies, social activities, or simply resting. This process doesn't have to be rushed. You don't have to let go of every item all at once. Instead, it's about gently curating your space to reflect the life you want to lead. This could mean donating furniture that no longer suits your needs, or selling items that hold sentimental value but are no longer practical. It's a way of creating room for new memories and new experiences without being weighed down by excess. A friend of mine, after the loss of her husband, found herself living in a house filled with things that no longer felt meaningful. She took the time to sort through her belongings and donate items that no longer served her. She said it was a liberating process. As she let go of the physical clutter, she also felt as if she was clearing out emotional baggage, making space for new experiences. This shift helped her transform her home into a place of peace, a sanctuary where she could heal and find joy again. For those who are not ready to move, there are still ways to simplify your current space. Perhaps it means rearranging the furniture to create more open areas or converting unused rooms into spaces that better serve your needs. Turning a spare bedroom into a cozy reading nook or a quiet meditation space can help reimagine your home, making it feel fresh and rejuvenated. The importance of routine, giving structure to your days. Living alone, particularly after retirement or the loss of a partner, can often lead to a lack of routine. Without the structure provided by work or family obligations, the days can blur together. This lack of structure can create feelings of aimlessness, even leading to a sense of depression or sadness. The idea of empty time can feel unsettling, as if each day is floating by without meaning. One gentleman I spoke to shared that after retiring, he found himself at a loss. Initially, the freedom was exciting, but soon, he found that without a clear schedule, he felt like he was drifting. It wasn't until he intentionally created a daily routine that he began to feel grounded again. He started by setting a regular wake-up time, making sure to have a cup of coffee at the same time each morning. He incorporated a walk around the neighborhood into his day, followed by reading and gardening in the afternoon. By anchoring his day with small but meaningful routines, he regained a sense of structure and purpose. He also set aside time for social activities, like meeting friends for lunch or attending community events, ensuring that he stayed connected with others. Creating a routine, no matter how simple, can provide a sense of purpose and stability. It's not about filling every moment with tasks, but rather creating a rhythm to your day that brings comfort. Routines allow us to mark time and offer something to look forward to. Whether it's a morning walk, a weekly phone call to a friend, or a creative project, these regular activities can create a sense of accomplishment and well-being. A safe and comfortable environment. The role of a tidy space. While a sense of purpose and routine is important, the environment in which we live plays an equally significant role in our well-being. Living in a cluttered or disorganized space can subtly increase stress levels and impact your mental health. One woman shared how, after the death of her husband, she allowed her house to fall into disarray. The clutter piled up and repairs were left unfinished. It wasn't until a friend came over to help tidy up that she realized just how much the environment was affecting her mood. As they cleaned and organized, she felt a weight lift off her shoulders, and her home began to feel like a sanctuary once again. Keeping a tidy home not only creates a pleasant atmosphere, but also ensures safety, especially as we age. Clutter can be a tripping hazard, and piles of belongings can make it difficult to navigate spaces easily. Ensuring that walkways are clear, floors are dry, and surfaces are free of unnecessary objects reduces the risk of falls or injuries. Additionally, making sure essential items, like medications, glasses, and a phone, are always within reach can provide peace of mind, knowing that you can access them quickly when needed. Taking small steps to maintain a tidy and organized home doesn't have to feel overwhelming. Start with simple actions, like putting away items after use, clearing counters, and organizing your closets. Over time, these habits can transform your home into a space that promotes peace, safety, and comfort. By making small changes and staying mindful of your surroundings, you ensure that your home remains a nurturing environment, one that supports your physical and emotional well-being. The power of purpose, living beyond your space. While creating a peaceful home is essential, it's just as important to nurture a sense of purpose in your life. Living alone can sometimes leave us questioning our role in the world, especially after retirement or a significant life change. However, purpose is not something that diminishes with age. It evolves and adapts. Whether it's through a hobby, a creative pursuit, or volunteering, there are countless ways to find fulfillment. For example, a gentleman I spoke with after retirement shared how he felt lost and uncertain about his place in the world. He started volunteering as a mentor to young people, and in doing so, he found not only purpose but also a deep sense of connection and joy. Giving back to the community gave his life a sense of direction and reminded him of the wisdom and value he had to offer. Pursuing hobbies or passions, such as painting, gardening, or learning a new language, can provide a deep sense of fulfillment, enriching your days with creativity and new skills. Volunteering is another way to connect with others and give back to the community, creating bonds that are truly life-enriching. Even the smallest of actions, helping a neighbor or simply spending time with loved ones, can bring meaning and joy to your life.